future. Think for yourself. Ask yourself questions, different scenarios, imagine things that may occur. Hello everyone, welcome back to Inspired Living with Modupe. Remember that this is the home for all things personal finance, because your money matters, and also a place for you to be inspired, fulfilled, be the best, and also be successful. Yes, in today's video, I want to do a concluding part, which is also the second part of what I started last week, which are the 10 money mistakes that every salary earner must avoid. Yes, so because you now have a salary, you are working a job, does not mean that you must not plan your salary. Yes, so last week I gave 5 money mistakes you need to avoid. I'll just quickly list them, and if you want to, not only want to, I encourage you to go watch that video and know the 5 money mistakes you must avoid. One thing I said was that you depending on only one source of income. This is a recipe for disaster. Living paycheck to paycheck is also a disaster and a money mistake you must avoid. Another thing I talked about is not having an emergency fund. If you do not have an emergency fund, I said you are in a state of an emergency. So I encourage you to check the video, watch it, share it as well. And so in today's video, I want to conclude on the 5 other money mistakes you must avoid as a salary earner. And the first money mistake, which will be the number 6 money mistake, is not having a financial plan. Somebody said that if you fail to plan, then you have already failed. You must have a plan. So if you have failed to plan, you're already planning to fail. I'm sure you do not want to fail when it comes to your finances, but a lot of people fail to plan. When it comes to your finances, you need to plan your finances. You need to plan your salary so that you can see what you are using your salary for. It is not just enough for you to make your salary, make your income. It is wise that you know what you are spending the salary on, balance it with your goals. Because when we work for money, we use the money to take care of our needs today. But you also have to think about the future. You have to plan towards it. Maybe you are a young couple, you have just married, you must have a plan for your children. Because I always tell people, because your expenses have increased, does not mean that your employer will increase your salary. So you must know how to manage by planning. And when you are planning, one thing you must do is that you must have a workable budget. Yes. So the second money mistake, which is the number 7 money mistake, is failure to take control of your career. Yes. Because you have started that job, you are working and you are getting a salary, means that you must take control of your career. Ask yourself, the job that I'm doing now, how relevant will it be in the next 1 year? How relevant will it be in the next 5 years? How relevant will it be in the next 10 years? The COVID-19 period has shown us that some career path has no future. And in today's world, you have what you call the essential careers, just like you have the essential business. So ask yourself, this is an example I want to give. It is not to look down on anybody, but we need to face reality. Take for instance, if you are doing a job that is not a necessity, in the next couple of years, maybe your job can be done by robots, which we call the artificial intelligence. So ask yourself, will I still be relevant? If you know that you will no longer be relevant, then you must start taking action from today. Ask yourself, what will I do? Do I need to scale up? Do I need to acquire more skills? But ask yourself, what can I do and what should I do? But the whole thing that I'm saying with this point is you must take control of your career. And so to my next point, which is the third money mistake, and also the eighth money mistake altogether, is not taking responsibility. A lot of people push responsibility of their finances to other people. If you are in a job, you have an employer, most people just push everything to them. Taking responsibility means you taking charge. A lot of people will say, my employer is not increasing my salary, my employer is not even thinking about my future. I always tell people, nobody really cares for you as much as you care for yourself. So even if your employer, decides that, okay, we want to plan for the employees that we have here, you still have to take responsibility for yourself. They cannot make a personalized plan for you when it comes to your finances, because there's no way they can plan for everybody together. So you have to take responsibility and say, okay, I am paid 50,000. You now have to personalize it to yourself, and that is why it is called personal money, personal financial finance. So you sit down, how many children do I have? What are my goals? And then you take that income and adjust it to yourself, to your needs. So you must take responsibility. And that is why you see people striking, going on strike, pardon me. You see people, unions coming together to fight against their employees. It's because people do not want to take charge and take responsibility. So for me, I'm saying today, take responsibility for your finance. Plan your future. Think for yourself. Ask yourself questions, different scenarios. Imagine things that may occur, and then you work towards it. So the fourth money mistake, which is incidentally is the ninth money mistake altogether, is when you do not plan your exit strategy. And what do I mean by exit strategy? Before people start their career, I always tell them, especially people who are just leaving school, university, I tell them to always have an entry and an exit strategy. Now, today, I know I'm talking to people who are already in a job. So plan your exit. Do not wait to be told in that place of work that your services are no longer needed. No. Be wise. Ask yourself, for how long do I still want to remain in this job? That is, even if the job will exist. Ask yourself, okay, ordinarily, maybe the retirement age is 65. Ask yourself, how old am I? Am I 40? Am I 30? Am I 50? And then you start working towards your exit. Exit means you're leaving that place of work. So ask yourself questions, just have a strategy. A strategy is also a plan. How do I leave? Because one day you will leave that place. You cannot be there forever. It is not possible. It is not your business. One day you will leave. Either you retire or you resign or you are asked to go. But don't wait until that time, because before you start making plans, before you have a strategy in place, how will I leave? When I leave, what will I do? When I leave, that income will no longer be there. But don't forget that your expenses will still be there. So sit down now and start making a plan. And for those who are just started work, maybe this is your first year, or second year, third year, this is the perfect time for you to start planning. Yes, it is the perfect time for you to start planning. And so the fifth money mistake for today, which is the 10th money mistake, is that you must plan for the long term. And the long term here is your retirement. Yes. So what are you doing? What will happen to you after you leave that place of work? Who will take care of you? Please, I want to beg you, do not be like those men, those old men, or those old women that after they have finished their jobs, they are now in their late 60s or their early 70s, they come begging you for income or to do something, maybe to become a gate man, or there are so many awful stories that we hear when after people have left their place of work. I want to say this now, for those who are depending on their children and say, it doesn't matter, my children will take care of me. No. Your children should not be your retirement plan. Have a proper retirement plan. Ask for your employer if they are actually making provision for your retirement. You know, here in Nigeria, we have what you call the retirement plan, which is a contributory thing. A part of your salary is taken, and your employee also matches what is taken from you, and they put it in a pension plan. So find out if they have that in your place of work. It's actually mandatory for people who have a certain number of people in their place of work. But if they don't have, probably you are working in a private establishment, start working towards that time. You have you have plans for people who you can decide to have a plan for yourself when it comes to your retirement. So today, I just want to say that I have listed the money mistakes you must avoid as a salary earner. Please take action. Be wise. You are the chief financial officer of your life. Nobody really cares about you as much as you care for yourself. So today, I will talk as a lawyer that I hope that with these few points of mine, I've been able to convince you. Avoid these money mistakes. Listen and watch this video over and over and take action. Take steps to see that you are not falling into these money mistakes. So I want to say a very big thank you to you again. To all the existing subscribers, thank you. And if you are just watching this video, consider subscribing. Turn on the notification button. I want you to like this video, share this video, as it will help this channel to grow as well. So until next time when I come your way, thank you for watching. Be money wise. I'll see you at the top, and God bless you. Thank you.